maybe this is it. Okay. Gaia and Ubuntu friends, thank you for your patience. If you've been hearing me trying to get the technology all synced up and cooperating, thank you for being here. Really grateful to have you. If you're watching, listening live and can use the YouTube chat, please go ahead and say hello and mention what part of our amazing planet you are coming from today. So this is a global synchronized meditation in cooperation with the global wave of climate action. The global wave of climate action is an effort to really call attention to the way that the climate crisis is already affecting so many people around the world, to the urgency of a very serious and intense response to this crisis, and a highlighting of the way that so far, global leadership, as exemplified by the United Nations Conference of Parties on Climate, or the COP sessions, has not done nearly enough. And of course, the concern and frustration that the upcoming COP28 in Dubai will be even less productive than prior options. So the global wave of climate action has their website here. Ooh, and it's now not behaving itself properly, but that's okay. With 84 organizations participating, over 100,000 individuals signed up to participate in various things. 30 countries with strikes going on, and at least 100 individuals participating in strikes. And I've zoomed in on the map here. These are the Global Synchronous Meditations that Nova Sutras is offering as part of this global wave of climate action. And you can see the initiatives include school strikes, global hunger strikes, and some people are beginning a hunger strike today that will go until the end of COP28 on December 12th. That is a very serious hunger strike. Several different protests, direct actions, academic strikes, that is college and university strikes. And then, as I said, these global synchronized meditations, also prayers, and some sporting events. They're doing a global tree planting day, and there's one organization throwing an end of the world party just to emphasize our ability to celebrate and yet the seriousness of this situation. So the mission of Global Wave of Climate Action is to address the urgent challenges posed by the global climate and ecological emergency, and to catalyze immediate policy change around the globe through a synchronized and coordinated wave of action before and during COP28, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, mobilizing millions of people. Now, this is a big international coalition. Not everything is perfectly organized, but things are happening. And I particularly want to emphasize their thoughts about global synchronized meditations, because this is a lot of where Nova Sutras works from as well. This is a lot of what we do and why we do what we do. So this is a collective act of mindfulness, unity, and intentional energy with a shared focus on the climate and ecological crisis. These meditative gatherings harness the power of collective consciousness to cultivate inner peace, raise awareness, and amplify positive energy for the planet. During these global synchronized meditations, we invite participants from diverse backgrounds, cultures, and spiritual traditions to come together to dedicate their intention, thoughts, and energy towards healing and harmonizing the Earth's ecosystems. Through the practice of meditation, participants tap into a deeper connection with nature, fostering a sense of reverence and responsibility for the environment. These moments of collective stillness and reflection serve as a powerful reminder of our interconnections with all living beings and the natural world. By directing our focus toward healing, transformation, and the restoration of balance, global synchronized meditations generate a ripple effect of positive vibrations that extend far beyond the individual participants. Through these meditative gatherings, we cultivate a collective intention to manifest positive change in the world. We envision a future where humanity lives in harmony with nature, respecting its delicate balance and protecting its diverse ecosystems. The energy and intention generated during global synchronized meditations contribute to a global shift in consciousness, inspiring individuals, communities, and decision makers to prioritize sustainability, environmental stewardship, and holistic well-being. So, as being part of today's meditation, you are joining the global community of meditators and becoming part of a movement that recognizes the profound impact of inner transformation on the world around us. By participating in these global synchronized meditations, you are contributing to a powerful wave of positive energy and intention, uniting people across borders and cultures to co-create a sustainable and thriving planet. Together, we will embrace the transformative power of meditation, align our intentions, and ignite a global awakening toward ecological harmony and a more compassionate relationship with the earth. Thank you for joining these and being part of our collective journey toward a brighter and more sustainable future. If you want to learn more about Nova Sutra's role in this, there's a recent blog post talking about the multiple global synchronous meditations that Nova Sutras will be offering during this time. So you can go to novasutras.org and check this out. And just to give you a little heads up, so the ones that have been scheduled so far, obviously we've got a lot of things this first week, starting with what we're doing right now. And several hours from now, I'll offer another meditation over Zoom and through the Deep Transformation Network. On November 5th, I'm offering a meditation using the Insight Timer platform. On November 7th, also using the Insight Timer platform, but a longer, more involved meditation and celebration together at the astronomical moment of the cross quarter. Nova Sutras practices meditations at the moon phases and astronomical moments like these cross quarters, the midpoints between the equinox and the solstice, because these are powerful reminders that we are all sharing this planet Earth together. And the moon phases, these points in Earth's orbit around the sun that are the equinoxes, solstices, and the midpoints, the cross quarters, these are experienced by everyone on Earth at the same time. And then so far, what's been scheduled is a continuing series then of these meditate together for regeneration at different times of day, but about one a week throughout the global wave of climate action. And I will be scheduling more Insight Timer events and possibly some other YouTube live events in the weeks to come. So keep looking for those at novasutras.org. All right. Now we're actually going to get into our global synchronous meditation. So thank you again so much for being here, for being part of this movement. Just wanted to take the time today to kind of get us set, get us started thinking about what is being offered. Remember that you can come back to this, check out the details, and go through the meditation again when the recording is available shortly after this live stream. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the intentions that you are holding. Now I'm going to invite you to really get ready for meditation. So settle your body in, make any last adjustments so that you can sit in a comfortable, relaxed pose. And what I'm offering for you is whatever position you feel like you can be still in for a long time. Hold that for as long as it is comfortable. But if your body is really signaling you that you need to shift, that you need to make some adjustment, don't hesitate. Notice that. Perhaps thank your body for reminding you that you need to make an adjustment. Make that adjustment and then return to stillness. So as we settle in, you can start to drop your gaze. Just let your eyes be very gentle. Maybe let them fall closed if that's comfortable for you. Find what's going to feel good and allow you to turn your attention inward. Noticing the sensations of your scalp, your forehead, the muscles of your face as they relax. Allowing your neck and shoulders, arms and hands to just relax. Allowing your upper back and chest, your middle back and belly, your lower back and the bowl of your pelvis to just relax and settle down. Feeling your hips, thighs, calves and shins, ankles and feet, all the way down to the tips of your toes, to just relax, to be at peace. Notice those places where your weight is being supported. As if you can feel down through those places to contact with the earth beneath you. And like a tiny seed that has the potential to become an enormous tree, allow yourself to open just a little and imagine that you can start to send roots down into the earth, tapping in to the vast strength of the earth, exploring rich soil, sending out little rootlets that help to anchor you to the stability of the living earth, that help you to find hidden resources underground. And as those roots spread, like a tree in a forest, you might begin to make contact with others. A vast underground community, a network sharing signals and information, a network where those who are established and have abundant resources can direct some of those resources to places where they are most needed for new growth, for resilience. A network where we can send signals about threats, where we can send messages and information to where they are needed. And with all of those roots deep in the earth, start to draw resources that you need in, taking up that which you need to thrive, drawing it up from the ground below, in to that seed from which you've emerged, through the roots, so that you can begin to flourish. Feel that rising energy coming up through your body to your heart center, up and out along your arms, up to the crown of your head. Like the first sprout, tiny, delicate, pale thing, opening its first leaves, turning green in the light of the sun. Bringing in even more energy, breathing in new possibilities. So feel that opening in your chest, in your forehead, at the crown of your head. Welcoming in the vast energy of the sun, allowing that to fill you with new possibility, to help you unfurl, capturing even more energy. Begin to notice your breath. Our plant and tree kin breathe very gently but regularly. Constant soft flow in and out of their leaves. These flourishing green and growing things are doing all they can to draw carbon out of the air, pulling it in, building their own bodies, their own strength with that carbon, growing new leaves to catch more sunlight and more carbon, growing strong branches and a mighty trunk to raise those leaves up to the sun, and sinking ever stronger and thicker and wider and more diversely spread roots, all the way down to the finest of root hairs, tunneling through the soil, building an underground network, assuring resources for themselves and sharing abundance with their kin and their allies through that underground community. So continue to feel what it would be like to rise up rooted like a tree, strong and well-resourced, bountiful and generous, taking in the abundant gifts of air and sunlight, of water and mineral, and through the beauty and mystery of being alive, creating possibilities for yourself and a great community of others around you to thrive. I invite you to notice again your very human body. And your very human way of breathing. Noticing the way your body moves to draw breath in, to let breath out. Feeling the breath at your nostrils, maybe in your throat, feeling your chest and belly rise and fall with each breath. And begin to acknowledge that with each breath in, you are receiving gifts. You are receiving the gift from our plant kin, not just the trees, but the grasses, the ferns, the mosses, and not just the land plants, but all of the green beings of the waters and oceans. From the vast kelp forests of cool coastlines to the microscopic phytoplankton floating in the centers of the oceans, capturing light and carbon and releasing the gift of oxygen. The whole green and growing earth offering this gift of breath so that the animals can breathe. Every inhale, we receive the gift of oxygen from all of the green and growing things swirling through the atmosphere, so that each breath might bring in some oxygen released by a spruce tree high in the Arctic, by a fig tree in the rainforests of Indonesia on the equator, by a gum tree in Australia, or a redwood in California, by seagrasses in the Caribbean, by phytoplankton churning in the currents around Antarctica, all of these gifts of oxygen from all around the world coming to us with every inhale. As we can acknowledge this with our human minds, we can also offer gratitude. With each exhale, sending our thanks to all of the thriving green things growing around the world. With each exhale, we release carbon that was once part of our bodies, that was once part of our food, back out into the atmosphere, into the air that is so gently breathed in by the living green world. Can we not make each exhalation an offering of gratitude and a blessing of hope that all of the green and growing things might thrive, that they might take the carbon that we are releasing to grow their own strong, beautiful, thriving bodies, that they might continue to do their great work in the world. Continue trying to take in all of this extra carbon that we humans so foolishly dug up from the earth and put back into the air. Might each exhalation be a pledge to help create conditions where these great green allies, the trees and other plants, the tiny green things that live inside corals or out across the vastness of the ocean, that we help to restore those conditions where they can truly thrive and do their work. Healing the damage that humans have done, cooling the climate crisis with their verdant growth, returning carbon to the soil and the seafloor. Every exhale, thanking those green and growing things for their work in the world. Every exhale, a pledge to be better allies, to the forests, the grasslands, to the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, streams, and marshes. To welcome more green back into the world. Taking in that gift of oxygen with each inhale and breathing out our best intentions to be in right relationship, to reciprocate those gifts. And finding strength in that good reciprocal relationship with all of the green things that grow. Finding strength in the reminders of every inhalation, every exhalation. Finding strength as we breathe in and out. Finding strength in the vast, strong, beloved earth beneath us, supporting us, holding us steady. Drawing that strength up from below toward our heart center, allowing our love and good intentions to amplify that strength as we breathe in and out. And allowing that strength to move through us, all the way up to the crown of our head, that we might make wise decisions in the world. Out across our shoulders, arms, hands, all the way down to our fingers, that we might move with skill and strength to offer our gifts and care to the world. Moving down and through us, through our legs and feet, and all the way down to the tips of our toes, that we might move ourselves to somewhere in the world where our gifts are needed and will be welcomed. And with that, begin to introduce a little motion, wiggling those toes, wiggling those fingers, flexing your hands, your feet, turning your ankles and wrists, stretching your arms and legs, shifting your hips and shoulders, moving your spine and neck, and bringing your focus back up toward your head. Let it rest for a moment at that point between your eyebrows, that you might make wise decisions. And at the crown of your head, that you might be open to possibilities. And feeling that energy, gently opening your eyes and gazing around the space that you're in until your gaze meets something of beauty, allowing that beauty to be a reminder of all of the allies all around the world who long to work with you in creating a thriving future. Thank you so much for being part of this meditation today. So important that we set our intentions together, that we find this kind of peace together, that we find those hidden resources and reserves of strength so that we can rise up to meet the challenges of the present day. May your day be filled with beauty and peace, with dedication to a thriving earth, and with new opportunities to share your gifts on behalf of a better future for all beings. Ubuntu Anagaya to you, and I look forward to our next opportunity to meditate together. Thank you for joining the global wave of climate action, for being part of this visionary movement, for a deep transformation to a world where all beings have opportunities to thrive.